of rupees for entrepreneurial aspirations of our youth. Besides that, Fund of Funds, Startup India, and Startup Credit Guarantee schemes are assisting our youth. They are also becoming Rozgar Data. The country is proud of our youth scaling new heights in sports. The highest ever medal tally in Asian Games and Asian Para Games in 2023 reflects a high confidence level. Chess prodigy and our #1 ranked player Pragyananda put up a stiff fight against the reigning world champion Magnus Carlsen in 2023. Today, India has over 80 chess grandmasters compared to little over 20 in 2010. Momentum for Nari Shakti. The empowerment of women through entrepreneurship, ease of living, and dignity for them has gained momentum in these 10 years. 30 crore Mudra Yojana loans have been given to women entrepreneurs. Female enrollment in higher education has gone up by 28% in 10 years. In STEM courses, girls and women constitute 43% of enrollment, one of the highest in the world. All these measures are getting reflected in the increasing participation of women in workforce. Making triple talaq illegal, reservation of 1/3 seats for women in the Lok Sabha and state assemblies, and giving over 70% houses under PM Awas Yojana in rural areas to women, and giving over 70% houses under PM Awas Yojana in rural areas to women as sole or joint owners have enhanced their dignity. Exemplary track record of governance, development, and performance. Besides delivering on high growth in terms of gross domestic product, the government is equally focused on a more comprehensive GDP, that is, governance, development, and performance. Our government has provided transparent, accountable, people-centric, and prompt, trust-based administration with citizen-first and minimum government, maximum governance approach. The impact of all-round development is discernible in all sectors. There is macroeconomic stability, including in the external sector. Investments are robust. The economy is doing well. People are living better and earning better, with even greater aspirations for future. Average real income of the people has increased by 50%. Inflation is moderate. People are getting empowered, equipped, and enabled to pursue their aspirations. There is effective and timely delivery of programs and of large projects. Economic management. The multi-pronged economic management over the past 10 years has complemented people-centric, inclusive development. Following are some of the major elements. 1. All forms of infrastructure, physical, digital, or social, are being built in record time. Number 2, all parts of the country are becoming active participants in economic growth. Number 3, digital public infrastructure, a new factor of production as if in the 21st century, is instrumental in formalization of the economy. Number 4, goods and services tax has enabled one nation, one market, one tax. Tax reforms have led to deepening and widening of tax base. Number 5, strengthening of the financial sector has helped in making savings, credit, and investments more efficient. Number 6, GIFT, IFSC, and the Unified Regulatory Authority, IFSCA, are creating a robust gateway for global capital and financial services for the economy. Number 7, proactive inflation management has helped keep inflation within the policy band. Now, the global context, Honorable Speaker, sir. Geopolitically, global affairs are becoming more complex and challenging with wars and conflicts. Globalization is being redefined with reshoring and friendshoring, disruption and fragmentation of supply chains, and competition for critical minerals and technologies. A new world order is emerging after the COVID pandemic. India assumed the G20 presidency during very difficult times for the world. The global economy was going through high inflation, high interest rates, low growth, very high public debt, low trade growth, and climate changes. The pandemic has led to a crisis of food, fertilizer, fuel, and finances for the world, while India successfully navigated its way. The country showed the way forward and built consensus on solutions for those global problems. The recently announced India-Middle East-Europe economic corridor is a strategic and economic game changer for India and others. In the words of Honorable Prime Minister, the corridor, and I quote, will become the basis of world trade for hundreds of years to come, and history will remember that this corridor was initiated on Indian soil, unquote. Vision for Vikasit Bharat. Our vision for Vikasit Bharat is that of prosperous Bharat in harmony with nature, with modern infrastructure, and providing opportunities for all citizens and all regions to reach their potential. With confidence arising from strong and exemplary track record of performance and progress, earning Sabka Vishwas, the next 5 years will be years of unprecedented development and golden moments to realize the dream of developed India by 2047. The trinity of demography, democracy, and diversity backed by Sabka Prayas has the potential to fulfill aspirations of every Indian. As Honorable Prime Minister in his Independence Day address to the nation mentioned, I quote, there is no dearth of opportunities, as many opportunities as we want. The country is capable of creating more opportunities. Sky is the limit, unquote. Strategy for Amrit Kal. Our government will adopt economic policies that foster and sustain growth, facilitate inclusive and sustainable development, improve productivity, create opportunities for all, help them enhance their capabilities, and contribute to generation of resources to power investments and fulfill aspirations. Guided by the principle, reform, perform, and transform, the government will take up next generation reforms and build consensus with the states and stakeholders for effective implementation. It is an important policy priority for our government to ensure timely and adequate finances, relevant technologies, and appropriate training for the micro, small, and medium enterprises, MSMEs, to grow and also compete globally. Orienting the regulatory environment to facilitate their growth will be an important element of this policy mix. Aligning with the Panchamrit goals, our government will facilitate sustaining high and more resource-efficient economic growth. This will work towards energy security in terms of availability, accessibility, and affordability. For meeting the investment needs, our government will prepare the financial sector in terms of size, capacity, skills, and regulatory framework. Aspirational Districts Program. Our government stands ready to assist the states in faster development of aspirational districts and blocks, including generation of ample economic opportunities. Development of the East. Our government will pay utmost attention to make the eastern region and its people a powerful driver of India's growth. PM Awas Yojana Gramin. Despite the challenges due to COVID, implementation of PM Awas Yojana Gramin continued, and we are close to achieving the target of 3 crore houses. 2 crore more houses will be taken up in the next 5 years to meet the requirement arising from increase in the number of families. Rooftop solarization and Muft Bijli. Through rooftop solarization, 1 crore households will be enabled to obtain up to 300 units free electricity every month. This scheme follows the resolve of Honorable Prime Minister on the historic day of consecration of Sri Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Following benefits are expected. Savings up to 15 to 18,000 rupees annually for households from free solar electricity and selling the surplus to the distribution companies. Charging of electric vehicles. Entrepreneurship opportunities for a large number of vendors for supply and installation. Employment opportunities for the youth with technical skills in manufacturing, installation, and maintenance. Housing for middle class. Our government will launch a scheme to help deserving sections of the middle class, and I quote from Honorable Prime Minister's words, living in rented houses or slums or chawls and unauthorized colonies, unquote, to buy or build their own houses. Medical colleges. Several youth are ambitious to get qualified as doctors. They aim to serve our people through improved healthcare services. Our government plans to set up more medical colleges by utilizing the existing hospital infrastructure under various departments. A committee for this purpose will be set up to examine the issues and make relevant recommendations. Cervical cancer vaccination. Our government will encourage vaccination for girls in the age group of 9 to 14 years for prevention of cervical cancer. Maternal and child health care. Various schemes for maternal and child care will be brought under one comprehensive program for synergy in implementation. Upgradation of Anganwadi centers under Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 will be expedited for improved nutrition delivery, early childhood care and development. The newly designed U-Win platform for managing immunization and intensified efforts of Mission Indradhanush will be rolled out expeditiously throughout the country. Ayushman Bharat. Healthcare cover under Ayushman Bharat scheme will be extended to all ASHA workers, to all Anganwadi workers and helpers. Agriculture and food processing. The efforts of value addition in agriculture sector and boosting farmers' incomes will be stepped up. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana has benefited 38 lakh farmers and generated 10 lakh employment. Pradhan Mantri Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises Yojana has assisted 2.4 lakh SHGs and 60,000 individuals with credit linkages. Other schemes are complementing the efforts for reducing post-harvest losses and improving productivity and incomes. For ensuring faster growth of the sector, our government will further promote private and public investment in post-harvest activities, including aggregation, modern storage, efficient supply chains, primary and secondary processing and marketing and branding. Nano DAP. After the successful adoption of nano urea, application of nano DAP on various crops will be expanded in all agroclimatic zones. Atmanirbhar Oilseeds Abhiyan. Building on the initiative announced in 2022, a strategy will be formulated to achieve Atmanirbharta for oil seeds such as mustard, groundnut, sesame, soya bean, and sunflower. This will cover research for high-yielding varieties, widespread adoption of modern farming techniques, market linkages, procurement, value addition, and crop insurance. Dairy development. A comprehensive program for supporting dairy farmers will be formulated. Efforts are already on to control foot and mouth disease. India is the world's largest milk producer but with low productivity of milch animals. The program will be built on the success of existing schemes such as Rashtriya Gokul Mission, National Livestock Mission, and infrastructure development funds for dairy processing and animal husbandry. Matsya Sampada. It was our government which set up a separate department for fisheries, realizing
तो आखिरी बजट और चुनावी आहट आपको बता दें कि ऊर्जा संरक्षण को बढ़ावा देने की बात, विनियामक तंत्र को विकसित करेंगे। आपको बता दें कि अंतरिम बजट 2024 वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण पेश कर रही हैं और जिसमें तमाम घोषणाएं, ज्यादा मेडिकल कॉलेजेस खोले जाएंगे, शेयर मार्केट में तेजी भी देखने को मिली है, 80 करोड़ की भूख की चिंता सरकार ने खत्म किया है, लघु उद्योगों को बढ़ावा दिया जाएगा, जो छोटे छोटे स्टार्टअप्स हैं उसको लेकर जिस तरह से बात की जा रही थी उसको लेकर इसमें बढ़ावा दिया जाएगा, लघु उद्योगों पर बढ़ावा है, 38 लाख किसानों को फायदा हुआ है और वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण इस बजट को पेश कर रही हैं। आपको बता दें कि लगातार नजर बनी हुई है, राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन को बढ़ावा दिया गया है, शेयर मार्केट में तेजी देखी गई है, राष्ट्रीय गोकुल मिशन को बढ़ावा वित्त मंत्री आपको बता दें बजट पेश कर रही हैं इस वक्त सदन के अंदर और तमाम तरीके की घोषणाएं की जा रही हैं क्योंकि ये आखिरी बजट है चुनाव से पहले, इसीलिए विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध तमाम विकास के कार्यों को, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को लेकर और अलग अलग सेक्टर्स में जिस तरह से बढ़ावा दिया जाना चाहिए उस सारी चीज़ों का एक जो मिश्रण होता है वो इस बजट में देखने को मिल रहा है। ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में लोगों की आय बढ़ी है, तमाम तरीके के मेडिकल कॉलेजेस खोले गए हैं, विश्वकर्मा योजना से कौशल विकास बढ़ा है। सामाजिक न्याय का संकल्प है। हजार ITI खोले गए। तो लगातार आपको बता रहे हैं कि वित्त मंत्री लगातार उच्च शिक्षा में महिलाओं के दाखिले भी बढ़ाए गए हैं और आखिरी बजट है ये चुनावी बजट से पहले लगातार 10 सालों में महिला विकास पर प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार ने फोकस किया है। सरकार महिलाओं के विकास पर फोकस कर रही है और उनसे जुड़ी हुई जो भी योजनाएं हैं उन्हें धरातल पर उतारने की कोशिश कर रही है। इस बार भी लगातार कहा जा रहा है कि महिलाओं के विकास को लेकर, महिलाओं के उत्थान को लेकर, महिलाओं को आगे बढ़ाने को लेकर किसी तरह की बजट में चर्चा की जा सकती है। 1 करोड़ से ज्यादा युवाओं को प्रशिक्षण देने की बात की जा रही है, गरीबों के कल्याण की बात की जा रही है, युवाओं को, अन्नदाताओं को, महिलाओं को, सभी को आगे बढ़ाने पर जोर है। सबके लिए मकान, बिजली पर जोर दिया जा रहा है। यानी कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का जो लगातार कहना है सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। साथ ही साथ महिला आरक्षण का जो ऐतिहासिक फैसला लिया गया उसे भी वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण ने दोहराया और 80 करोड़ जनता की भूख को भी खत्म करने पर उन्होंने सवाल किया। तय समय पर सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स पूरे किए गए हैं। जिस तरह से सरकार की उपलब्धियां रही उनको भी गिनाने का काम वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण की तरफ से किया गया। इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर काफी अहम होगा इस पूरे बजट को देखते हुए। शेयर बाजार में तेजी देखी गई है, लोगों की आमदनी बढ़ी है, मध्यम वर्ग का जो परिवार है वो इससे उम्मीदें लगाए बैठा है और लगातार अभी वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण बजट पेश कर रही हैं। सभी क्षेत्रों को समान अवसर दिया गया, पूर्वी क्षेत्र में विकास पर जोर दिया गया, चाहे वो हेल्थ सेक्टर हो, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सेक्टर हो, रेलवे का सेक्टर हो, सुरक्षा से जुड़ा हुआ रक्षा पर हो। पीएम आवास योजना में 3 करोड़ आवास पर लक्ष्य। वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण बजट पेश कर रही हैं और लगातार इस बजट से काफी उम्मीदें हैं आम जनता को। आम चुनावों से पहले इस बजट को पेश किया गया है। यह अंतरिम बजट है, छोटा बजट है, लेकिन उम्मीदें और जो राहत है वो काफी बड़ी मानी जा रही है। ज्यादा मेडिकल कॉलेजेस खोले जाएंगे, लघु उद्योगों को बढ़ावा देंगे, स्टार्टअप से लेके तमाम तो छोटा बजट लेकिन उम्मीदें बड़ी। गरीबों को, किसानों को, महिलाओं को, युवाओं को तमाम तरीके की सौगात देने की बात है। डेयरी विकास के क्षेत्र में अच्छा विकास हुआ है। आपको बता दें कि अब तक जो कुछ पेश किया गया है उसमें डेयरी विकास के क्षेत्र में अच्छा विकास हुआ है। निर्मला सीतारमण ने कहा है तिलहन के क्षेत्र में अच्छा काम हुआ है। नौ करोड़ महिलाओं के जीवन में बदलाव लाया है। मोदी सरकार लगातार महिलाओं के पर फोकस करती आई है। महिलाओं को लेकर जिस तरह से बदलाव किया जाना चाहिए, उनके विकास को लेकर जिस तरह से ध्यान दिया जाना चाहिए, लखपति दीदी योजना से आत्मनिर्भरता को बढ़ाया है। आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाने की तरफ, मेक इन इंडिया बनाने की तरफ जिस तरह से एक प्रयास मोदी सरकार की तरफ से किया जा रहा है, 10 लाख रोजगार के अवसर बनाए गए हैं। 4 सालों में तेज आर्थिक विकास हुआ है। इकोनॉमी विश्व के 5वें सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनकर उभरी है भारत की। वित्त मंत्री इस पूरे बजट को पेश कर रही हैं। ये मोदी सरकार का चुनाव से पहले अंतिम बजट है और चुनावों के बाद जुलाई में ये पूर्ण बजट पेश किया जाएगा। विकसित भारत बनाने के लिए भी प्रतिबद्ध है सरकार। ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में लोगों की आय बढ़ी है। विश्वकर्मा योजना से कौशल विकास, सामाजिक न्याय का संकल्प। इस बजट को चुनावी बजट भी बताया जा रहा है। बताया जा रहा है कि लोक लुभावन बजट रहेगा, सभी को लुभाने की कोशिश की जाएगी। एक जो वोटर है उसे कहीं ना कहीं टारगेट करने की कोशिश की जाएगी और इसमें सभी के लिए कुछ न कुछ जरूर, जिस तरह की उम्मीद की जा रही है, गरीबों के लिए, युवाओं के लिए, महिलाओं के लिए, साथ ही साथ मध्यम वर्ग के लिए कि कुछ राहत जरूर हो सकती है। लेकिन साफ तौर पर बार बार इस बात को दोहराया गया है मोदी सरकार की तरफ से, वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण की तरफ से खुद, कि ये बजट छोटा है, इसमें ज्यादा किसी बड़ी घोषणा की उम्मीद ना की जाए। तो सबके लिए मकान, बिजली पर जोर। तो वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण बजट पेश कर रही हैं और 11 बजे ये बजट पेश होना था। इस बजट में तमाम तरीके की उम्मीदें हर वर्ग ने की है कि किस तरह की राहत दी जाए। पेट्रोल, डीजल से लेकर गैस सिलेंडर के बढ़े दामों तक हर चीज पर कटौती की मांग। साथ ही साथ इकोनॉमी कॉरिडोर अहम होगा। इस अंतरिम बजट में इकोनॉमिक कॉरिडोर अहम होगा। लोगों की आमदनी बढ़ी है। मोदी सरकार का ये अंतरिम बजट है और छोटा बजट है, लेकिन देश को उससे बड़ी उम्मीदें हैं। वित्त मंत्री निर्मला सीतारमण ये बजट पेश कर रही हैं। आपको बता दें, सभी क्षेत्रों को समान अवसर दिया गया है। पूर्वी क्षेत्र में भी विकास पर जोर की बात। ये चुनावी बजट है और सभी को लुभाने की कोशिश इसमें की जाएगी। पीएम आवास योजना में 3 करोड़ आवास पर लक्ष्य।
Consumptive manufacturing paradigm to the one based on regenerative principles. Blue Economy 2.0 for promoting climate resilient activities for Blue Economy 2.0, a scheme for restoration and adaptation measures and coastal aquaculture and mariculture with integrated and multi-sectoral approach will be launched. Comprehensive development of tourist centers. The success of organizing G20 meetings in 60 places presented diversity of India to global audience. Our economic strength has made the country an attractive destination for business and conference tourism. Our middle class also now aspires to travel and explore. Tourism, including spiritual tourism, has tremendous opportunities for local entrepreneurship. States will be encouraged to take up comprehensive development of iconic tourist centers, branding and marketing them at global scale. A framework for rating of the centers based on quality of facilities and services will be established. Long-term interest-free loans will be provided to states for financing such development on matching basis. To address the emerging fervor for domestic tourism, Honorable Speaker, sir, projects for port connectivity, tourism infrastructure, and amenities will be taken up on our islands, including Lakshadweep. This will help in generating employment also. Promoting investments. The FDI inflow during 2014 to 23 was $596 billion US, marking a golden era. That is twice the inflow during 2005 to 14. For encouraging sustained foreign investment, we are negotiating bilateral investment treaties with our foreign partners in the spirit of First Develop India. FDI is First Develop India. Reforms in the states for Vikasit Bharat. Many growth and development enabling reforms are needed in the states for realizing the vision of Vikasit Bharat. A provision of 75,000 crore rupees as 50-year interest-free loan is proposed this year to support those milestone-linked reforms by the state governments. Societal changes. The government will form a high-powered committee for an extensive consideration of the challenges arising from fast population growth and demographic changes. The committee will be mandated to make recommendations for addressing these challenges comprehensively in relation to the goal of Vikasit Bharat. Amrit Kal as Kartavya Kal. Our government stands committed to strengthening and expanding the economy with high growth and to create conditions for people to realize their aspirations. Honorable Prime Minister in his Independence Day address to the nation in the 75th year of our Republic said, and I quote, "We commit ourselves to national development with new inspirations, new consciousness, new resolutions as the country opens up immense possibilities and opportunities. It is our Kartavya Kal." Unquote. Every challenge of the pre-2014 era was overcome through our economic management and our governance. These have placed the country on a resolute path of sustained high growth. This has been possible through right policies, true intentions, and appropriate decisions. In the full budget in July, Honorable Speaker, our government will present a detailed roadmap for our pursuit of Vikasit Bharat. Revised estimates. Revised estimates of 2023-24. The revised estimate of the total receipts other than borrowings is 27.56 lakh crores of rupees, of which the tax receipts are 23.24 lakh crore rupees. The revised estimate of total expenditure is 44.90 lakh crore rupees. The revenue receipts at 30.03 lakh crore rupees are expected to be higher than the budget estimate, reflecting strong growth momentum and formalization in the economy. The revised estimate of the fiscal deficit is 5.8% of GDP, improving on the budget estimate, notwithstanding moderation in the nominal growth estimates. Budget estimates for 2024-25. Coming to the year 2024-25, the total receipts other than borrowings and total expenditure are estimated at 30.80 and 47.66 lakh crore rupees respectively. The tax receipts are estimated at 26.02 lakh crore rupees. The scheme of 50-year interest-free loan for capital expenditure to states will be continued this year with an outlay of 1.3 lakh crore rupees. We continue on the path of fiscal consolidation, as announced in my budget speech of 2021-22, to reduce fiscal deficit below 4.5% by 25-26. The fiscal deficit in 2024-25 is estimated to be 5.1% of GDP, adhering to that path. So the gross and net market borrowings through dated securities during 24-25 are estimated at 14.13 lakh crore rupees and 11.75 lakh crore respectively. Both will be less than that in 23-24. Now that the private investments are happening at scale, the lower borrowings by the central government will facilitate larger availability of credit for the private sector. Vote on account. I'll be seeking vote on account approval of the Parliament through the appropriation bill for a part of the financial year 2024-25. I will now move to part B. Honorable Speaker, sir, over the last 10 years, the direct tax collections have more than trebled and the return filers swelled 2.4 times. I would like to assure the taxpayers that their contributions have been used wisely for the development of the country and welfare of its people. I appreciate the taxpayers for their continued support.